Hi all, Des here. It's 11:40 on December 31st, 2012. So happy New Year. It'll take forever to upload this to YouTube, so I have to say the date and time because it's not going to be New Year's Eve anymore when I get done with this video. But anyways, I asked on Tumblr if you guys wanted me to open my jar of accomplishments for the year in a video, and Mary Claire from Sweet Apple Tree replied, videos are good. So I decided I would because I really like Mary Claire. So anyways, okay, so I made mine this year. Last year. Well, actually I made it this year. I think I made it in like June because I didn't see it until like June. So yeah. It has some quotes and stuff on it. It says, I am totally capable. I am totally lovable. I am completely capable. I'm in repair, not better, but getting there. And I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Philippians 4:13. And then it has like if you can't see the tape real well, it has like peace signs and stuff on it. I really like the tape that I found. So anyways, open this bad boy up. There's like, I think there's literally like 3 in here. And still, So, okay. Oh, they have dates. Wow, I did this in November. I thought I did it in June. Maybe some of them are older. Yeah. Yeah, I did this in November, and I only put 2 in that night. I really thought I had done it earlier and put more in it. Well, and then there's a little quote, and it says, when something bad happens, you have 3 choices. You can either let it define you, let it destroy you, or you can let it strengthen you. So, boom. Yeah, why am I not living by that, right? I know. I really need to take my own advice there. Okay, so this is at 8:59. This one's at 9:01. Wow, yeah. I really only did 2. I can't believe that. I really thought, like, why am I so... whatever. Okay, tonight Mom complimented your creativity. So, Mom complimented my creativity. I thought that was a pretty big deal, which, if you've ever read one of my text posts about my mom, you know why that was a big deal. And then, today was a full day without any cutting urges whatsoever. The battle is half won. Wow. Sorry, that's surprising. I mean, I remember not having any cutting urges there for a couple of weeks while I was in IOP this year. It was just weird because I started cutting again, I kind of let that battle fall apart. That's okay. I guess I'll do a little commentary here since there were only 3 pieces of paper in there. I literally, I have no idea, guys. I really thought there were more in there. But I made a text post about it on my Tumblr, so if you have the desire to hear about my 2012, there are things on there. There are things that were like first that weren't good. Things that really are insignificant, but it was, whatever. I don't know how many of you actually even care about my life, but, whatever. But yeah. So I wanted to kind of also tell you guys, and I don't feel like typing all of this out, today was an odd day. As you guys know, for the last several weeks, I've been struggling with suicidal thoughts. I've been cutting again. I was in the hospital twice within 2 weeks before Christmas. And we started ECT, and then I told my doctor I didn't want to do ECT anymore, and I was going to quit counseling, and things got really, really bad for a while. Well, my 2 best friends, Father Gilda and Tammy, have been just fighting with me tooth and nail. Father Gilda, Father Lothar, I'll probably call them both, I tend to, was getting really, really frustrated the last couple of days because I wasn't giving in. I was pretty much saying, I'm going to kill myself and there's nothing you can do to stop me, so whatever. And I told Tammy a week ago on Facebook that she should just give up because then I could. And as best friends do, she wasn't very, she was pretty angry with that statement. But anyways, today we were driving home from Salina, Kansas, where my brother lives, and it snowed really, really bad. And we almost got run off the road once by a stupid truck driver. And there was just a lot of near misses and stuff. It was just really bad weather. But when we almost got run off that road by that truck driver, I had my headphones on. I wasn't even talking to my parents or paying attention or anything. But I saw us almost get run off the road, and my immediate reaction was to pray. I haven't prayed in 4.5 weeks, probably pretty close. Besides the prayer at Christmas dinner at my grandparents' house, but I don't really count that because you don't really have much of a choice. So the fact that my instant thought was pray and just God, and it wasn't like a huge, like, oh my gosh, prayer. It was just a, oh my gosh, Lord, please don't let us die today. And it was so simple, and I was just like, wow, kind of stopped me in my tracks. And then the song by Lifehouse, Broken, came on my phone, and that kind of hit me pretty hard too, because at one point it says, I may have lost my way now, but I haven't forgotten my way home. And I like that quote because a lot of the times when I lose my way, I convince myself that I can't find my way back. Well, I can, as I've proven, but anyways, after that happened, after we almost got run off the road by the truck, I texted Father Gilda and said, I know I am a pain in the ass, but I still consider you my best friend. No matter what happens, no matter live or die, win or lose, you are my best friend, and I love you for that much, always. And he replied and said, best friends are meant to stay together for eternity, so losing betrays the expression. Well, that kind of was, I was like, really? I was being all sweet and kind, and you're just like, I was a little ticked, but I said, I am trying. I sent this to you. I sent this so you would know, because there is like zero visibility on I-70 and we are driving home. We have had 2 near misses, and if we wreck and die, I wanted you to know that you are my best friend and I love you. And then he didn't reply to that text message. He emailed me. I have to get a different device because it won't upload on my phone, I can guarantee it. And it's not open on my computer. But after that, he replied in an email and said, glad to know the prayer and act and leap of faith has been implemented. Praying 3 New Year's Eve masses this very night myself. Grace surrounds me, and I will be judged for not responding more to the mysteries of which I am a steward. Well, that was his reply to that. But I also, at the same time, I got an earlier email that had just come in because my iPod hadn't been connected to internet. And he said, thanks for the excellent answers. I like them. My point is that you had an intention or reason for why you did all those things. Anyone with the power of intelligence does something for a reason. The only people that seem absurd to me for why they continue to do anything are the demons. God continually wrestles us from their grasp. Still, they never give up their sinister plan. They have intelligence, and they must choose to act for some motivation and reason, and they never get tired because they have no body that need neither sleep nor food. You've succeeded for 20 years not to let them have the final say, but their intention still remains intact against you and me and my soul and any soul still on the face of this earth. However, the even cooler reality is that God himself has an intention for everything. There is a reason, hearkening all the way into their inner sanctuary of heaven itself, for why you have been made, and me, and everyone. God's intention, his ultimate plan of goodness, seems far distant and irrelevant so often. Tell me what saint must not have felt the same frustration about God at times. Blessed Mother Teresa of Calcutta got taunted by others, saying, "Why do you pick that one person up? Do you not know that there are 10 more down the street, and 20 down the next, and hundreds, even thousands down the rest?" What did she do? She continued to pick up the one. Mother Teresa did not have good mental health either. If you read the manuscripts most recently revealed about her, she felt little joy and no light, kind of like your Facebook messages. Those who smile the most feel the darkest inside, and they don't want others to experience any darkness. I've gone on long enough, and I sit here the last however many minutes writing this. My intention is to save your soul from spending eternity in perpetual misery inflicted by the one who has known misery longer than any other. You can think a choice for early death in your circumstances is founded on a good intention, but the good end you are seeking cannot be justified by the means that you are considering. It's only the 7th day of Christmas, and some people wait until Epiphany, when the Magi gave their gifts. Terry and Christina's family does that. I want money to buy Christmas gifts, which is something good to do. So I go out and grab an old woman's purse before she goes into the bank, and if she resists, I'll even stab her because my intention was good. Now I've spent another 10 minutes or more typing. My intellectual arguments can only go so far. The grace of God is working through me for you, but it's only a 50-50 chance of success if you continue to give the devil 50%. In fact, he may have more than 50%. If more of your time is spent dwelling on death, the slope will get only steeper. I'm not sure if you like mountain climbing, and I have other duties that weigh on me besides my own addictions. The thoughts you dwell on, and the same principle applies to everyone, become the thoughts with which you are most familiar. Your soul is in mortal danger, and you are continued to keep yourself unshielding from the protection of grace. Short definition of a sacrament, a sign that gives grace, infinite redemption every time for your soul. The irresistible force that expunges evil from very fibers if our being is desired. Well, he sent me that. And then, we have that near miss and everything. And I hear that song, and it just kind of hit me. And I texted him, and I said, after reading the last email, listening to a certain song for the first time in months, and having 2 near wrecks on the interstate that brought me to pray for the first time in weeks, I want to see Father Barrick. I guess this is what it takes. Thank you. He wanted me to see this priest. He gave me quite a bit of money to go see a priest for healing, and I refused. Because I had it in my head that I didn't want to get better. I didn't need to get better. Well, my dear followers, I tell you right here tonight, I need to get better. I want to. I don't want to die. I don't want to spend my eternity rotting. I want to know my Maker someday. And if that day comes next week in a car accident, or 70 years from now when I'm 90 years old and in a bed, then that's his plan, not mine. It's not my place to take it. And I'm not saying that this will be the last time I ever have to switch my blog over to a recovery blog, because for 3 weeks I was on a suicide blog again. And I'm not saying that I'm not going to fall and that I'm not going to get suicidal. I have major depression, borderline personality disorder, social anxiety disorder, and a generalized anxiety disorder, I'm going to fall apart. It's going to happen. But the redefining hope in that is, if you fall, you always get back up. So I just had to make that video. That was a really long thing to read, and some of you may have already stopped watching. That's fine. But I just want to say thank you, because you guys are amazing followers. You've been there for me for so much more than I could have ever imagined. So I just ask that God bless all of you in His holiness and keep you from falling short. I love you guys. Have a great night and a very happy new year. Bye.